You niggas ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you gon' bust a slug, man. Niggas get killed like that. Acting like you bang for the set when you ain't blood or cuz, man. Blood'll get spilled like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge, man. Get your cap peeled like that. Cause niggas get killed like that. When you ain't built like that. You niggas ain't built like that. You was never on the block, you ain't never dodge a knock. You ain't never fought another crew holding down the park. You ain't swam with the sharks, you ain't wrestled with the gators. You was never fucking popping, you ain't got no fucking haters. Bitch, niggas like you make me watch out for the traitors. When you round some real niggas, mind your behavior. I will beat a nigga ass, then I'm laughing like I'm Jada. Get your fucking mind blown like a cartridge on a Sega. You niggas want attention, they don't want the war though. Talking all that shit, but you got a glass jaw. Ho, they never deliver. They got that DiGiorno. This that Walking Dead flow. I eat a rapper torso. You ain't the same man once you off the microphone. You ain't never broke a bone. You ain't never had a scar. You a certified pussy, so don't make me pull your card. I'm a certified prophet, respected like the word of God. Cause you ain't got the heart, nigga. You ain't got the heart. You ain't about to finish any beef that you start. You ain't never been a soldier, little nigga. Play your part. Claiming that you'll spark when you ain't got the heart. Cause you niggas ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you gon' bust a slug, man. Niggas get killed like that. Acting like you bang for the set when you ain't blood or cuz, man. Blood'll get spilled like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge, man. Get your cap peeled like that. Cause niggas get killed like that. When you ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you gon' bust a slug, man. Niggas get killed like that. Acting like you bang for the set when you ain't blood or cuz, man. Blood'll get spilled like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge, man. Get your cap peeled like that. Cause niggas get killed like that. All my niggas ride for me. All my niggas ride with me. I got niggas that'll die for me. All my niggas ride with me. You niggas ain't.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my people. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. This obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the brutal show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now. You'll see just how it feels. Payback is Force in my blood slim, it won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress. She a bombshell. Revenge and dish served cold. I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through in the day of our king's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought a brand new pair of pellets.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog.
What it do? What it do? You know, Cult leader. Yeah. We speak the truth, but we a cult leader. Yeah. Well, listen, I'm a cult leader. Yeah. Well, listen, I'm a cult leader.
It's Kool-Aid, a nigga that sipped the Kool-Aid. That LaFraud, single barrel and goose. Got the coke going up on a Tuesday. Roast the false prophet like a gourmet souffle. Cause me don't say spirit gun like you say. Nigga might run up in that black face like Gucci. Boy got a cracker. Kill your favorite rapper. Cause I run with G's like a Green Bay Packer. I chop a Christian like a new machete. When you polygamous, they look at you like R. Kelly. Still these women wanna do me like I'm Akinelli. West Coast sisters love me like a Machiavelli. Make these crackers lick the dust off my boots. We want no cowards in our camp and we ain't taking recruits. My crew the livest, y'all suckers is the jobbers. Niggas run their lips but they damn sure wouldn't try us. Nah, I ain't the same cat who used to break laws. They just rather see me as the same cause. Some rather remain lost. My brain washed with these stained thoughts. I be repping for my niggas riding for the same cause. Cult leader. Yeah. Well, bitch, then I'm a cult leader. Yeah. Better ask somebody, bitch.
Cult leader. Yeah. We speak the truth, but we a cult leader. Yeah. Well, bitch, and I'm a cult leader. Yeah. Well, bitch, and I'm a cult leader. Yeah.
Because I'm willing to fight against drug dealers if they Muslim, if they Christian, if they atheist, if they Buddhist, if they shooting black men, guess what? I'm gonna say something about it. Because you know why? Just like you ain't gonna, like your boy said, it ain't gonna happen. Guess what? I'm not letting nobody sell you drugs without me saying that. I'm not gonna do it. Nobody tell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you are a black man like me.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed. I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm and blues. Call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword, with a style that they might just record. The only thing equal is the curse for the wicked and the righteous reward. Have mercy on the many, don't see it. Separated from the tares, now on my prayers, and it's so be it. A rebel, take the world by word of mouth. UPK, we the rebels that you heard about. Yeah. And it ain't gonna stop till 100 virgins in the house and I'm handing verdicts out. Get rank, you ain't heard a clout without a shadow of a doubt. These devils hitting licks off us. Fuck the bank, I'm about to stone the pocket ticket office. Can't sweet talk us, cannot stop us. And plus I know the feds watching us. Telling people that they church full of witch doctors. Put us in prison, they stockpile us. Meanwhile, UPK turning rebels into Rockwallers. And leave with mighty men, and now I understand things that never truly made sense. Like why I'm crying at this funeral for a criminal, knowing he ain't innocent, it's fucked up. But my boot shine, standing between two priests, about to blaze on their ass, call it tough love. Look out for niggas just club, and wouldn't touch a white bitch with OJ's black gloves. Father, forgive me for my error. I'm forever by your side, clean and purge me of all my flaws. This the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth, cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause. Look, man, first time I met Commander Junior Hunter, man, hit 3807. Rebel without a cause. My little daughter with me, opening the door, he was dropping the truth on me and all that. Rebel without a cause. Man, you know, you do your time, we taking the mountains, training in hand-to-hand combat. Rebel without a cause, it's the reason I'm alive. Up, thank God for this truth, cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause.
You cannot whoop us. We're already dead. We're already beaten down. We've been beaten down for 400 years. We already got wounds inside and outside our bodies. How you gonna hurt us? You cannot threaten us. You cannot frighten us. We live in the most frightening places, under the most frightening conditions. We are immune to fear. We are immune to harm. You see what I'm saying? You have stepped into a cesspool. You're the only one gonna get infected.
Yeah. I stay away from the streets and the trouble to get in. Trying to stay strong in this world full of sin, but they wanna bring us down, they wanna see us win. They wanna kill us all, Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? I know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. So can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? Know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. Can I live?
America KKK, land of the good, smokers, home of the slaves. And I'm just trying to be great. Tell me, how can I live with this drama every day? I'm a light, I'm a beam in this darkness. It seems that real life is a nightmare. Cannot live my dreams on this earth. Since I was young, I realized I had a destiny bigger than the fiction that's disguised as what was best for me. Better than the hate and all the lies that be the death of me. As of late, since we've been hypnotized since elementary, thought it was my skin, but studied something that was new to me. They hate me because of what my ancient ancestors used to be. Killers, teachers, deities, not all of them were kings and queens. Our nature was natural, not supernatural. Now they call it magic and voodoo, that shit ain't practical. All the roots connected, always more to learn that you know. Don't let the shit go over your head. Same snakes up in the garden, but the skin just shed. They'll always try to convince you that it's all in your head. Just know you gotta do better before you hit your bed. Stay away from the streets and the trouble to get in. Trying to stay strong in this world full of sin, but they wanna bring us down, they don't wanna see us win. trying to kill us all. Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? I know that hate is deeper than the color of our skin. Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Tell me, can I live? I know that hate is deeper than the color of our skin.
Yeah.
Can I live?
They say my rhymes cause too much excitement, ride incitement, shit. Well, there's no indictments when my kinfolk get murdered by white men. Dark skin, light skin, divided and blinded. So we beef with each other, our brothers, rather than fight them. Fuck all that silence, it's time to get shit ignited. I ain't my way low, nigga. I ain't taking shit from no tars. And ain't no motherfucking nation got freedom from marching, begging for portions. Niggas ain't signing no parchments, big payback. You crackers got red in your margins. Why? They broke every treaty, slaughtered the buffalo, and then they set fire to teepees. They carved their face in mountains, but we go to jail for graffiti. We fought for this country, they gave us syphilis at Tuskegee. We been getting robbed, yeah, we're the ones who stay behind bars. They take all our money, but they ain't wanna give us no jobs. Wasn't supposed to make it, but we stayed defying the odds. It's like we really only living off the grace of our God. Can I live without getting harassed by the Sarge? Can I live without getting slammed on my car? Can I live long enough to raise my kids? Can I live long enough to see justice? Yo, can I live without getting harassed by the Sarge? Can I live without getting slammed on my car? Can I live long enough to raise my kids? Can I live long enough to see justice? I stay away from the streets and the trouble to get in. Trying to stay strong in this world full of sin, but they wanna bring us down, they wanna see us win. They wanna kill us all, Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? I know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. So can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? Know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. Can I live? Yeah. I stay away from the streets and the trouble to get in. Trying to stay strong in this world full of sin, but they wanna bring us down, they wanna see us win. They wanna kill us all, Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? I know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. So can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? Know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. Can I live?
America, KKK, land of the good smokers, home of the slaves. And I'm just trying to be great. Tell me, how can I live with this drama every day? I'm a light, I'm a beam in this darkness. It seems that real life is a nightmare. Can I live my dreams on this earth? Since I was young, I realized I had a destiny bigger than the fake shit that's disguised what was best for me. Better than the hate and all the lies that be the death of me. As of late, since we've been hypnotized since elementary, thought it was my skin, but studied something that was new to me. They hate me because of what my ancient ancestors used to be. Healers, teachers, deities, not all of them were kings and queens. Our nature was natural, not supernatural. Now they call it magic and voodoo, that shit ain't practical. All the roots connected, always want to learn that you know. Don't let the shit go over your head. Same snakes up in the garden, but the skin just shed. They'll always try to convince you that it's all in your head. Just know you gotta do better before you hit your bed. I stay away from the streets and the trouble to get in. Trying to stay strong in this world full of sin, but they wanna bring us down, they don't wanna see us win. Trying to kill us all, Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? I know that hate is deeper than the color of our skin. Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Tell me, can I live? I know that hate is deeper than the color of our skin. Can I
They
live?
say my rhymes cause too much excitement, ride incitement, shit. Well, there's no indictments when my kinfolk get murdered by white men. Dark skin, light skin, divided and blinded. So we beef with each other, our brothers, rather than fight them. Fuck all that silence, it's time to get shit ignited. I ain't my way, little nigga. I ain't taking shit from no tars. And ain't no motherfucking nation got freedom from marching, begging for portions. Niggas ain't signing no parchments, big payback. You crackers got red in your margins. Why? They broke every treaty, slaughtered the buffalo, and then they set fire to teepees. They carved their face in mountains, but we go to jail for graffiti. We fought for this country, they gave us syphilis at Tuskegee. We been getting robbed, yeah, we're the ones who stay behind bars. They take all our money, but they ain't wanna give us no jobs. Wasn't supposed to make it, but we stayed defying the odds. It's like we really only living off the grace of our God. Can I live without getting harassed by the Sarge? Can I live without getting slammed on my car? Can I live long enough to raise my kids? Can I live long enough to see justice? Yo, can I live without getting harassed by the Sarge? Can I live?
Alright, so this is no. How we doing it? I'm gonna go nice. I give thanks for much appreciated. Right? Alright, so Shalom Israel is the Israelite school and universal practical knowledge. Right? And that commanded General. If it didn't know, you understand this is the place Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, meaning this is be association. You follow? You understand? This is what the Lord always wanted, but boy, this thing like such a aspect in a a muscle. Oh, shucks, sorry, much. Come on, let's switch off that thing there. Well, there we are a little 2 seconds, right? Oh, all right, now we get it. Right, so much, right? We can catch a TV too, so that's a little bit much. No, this angle, that's a little thing to your, well, no, to your right, sorry, you're going right? Because when we go try to do this cap channel, I'll let it on the screen. You want people to see something. The brother was in the right spirit. The follow on is very rare that we would see politicians make them kind of stand. They follow, but this is something that they don't always have so-called black man trained up to do now. They follow, this is something that's normal. But now they don't want it to, they don't want you to operate normal. They want you to operate, you understand, what do you call it? That is according to how your oppressor feels, the colonial master, how he feels at that time, which is he worse than give me something volatile than a volcano. He worse than that. He worse than 10,000 children, you understand? You can see 10,000 children brain, that's how he is. But then with a straight face, with a plain face, that's the only thing. Because now, the MP, I think for Lavant decided, Marcel some sweaty by that name. Just like the other brother who Johan, the captain and the other brothers was on the show too, and big up the brother. You understand, for making that kind of study PY, they follow the system, and them that would understand the value of standing to the right things. The only problem that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians currently have right now, we don't understand where we is. We don't understand the society that we in captivity under. We don't understand that they don't have so-called rights for we. If we didn't understand that, then our thinking, the approach would be plenty different. But we aren't. But here when we get the mercies at the outside, so much mercy from God, and to understand why really and truly, this is the position, this is the condition, the battle that we in. I'm like to say to a lot, because boy, it is not a normal fair place. That is not the world we live in. If you didn't understand like how America really didn't treat slaves and that kind of thing, you would have a little bit more understanding of what's going on. When the law is now telling you that it's a treatment for a man, you thinking that every equal places for you, them wasn't singing to you, you was there doing all kind of donkey walk. You understand, on the field? All the children and them, you understand, brilliant, the children was toys and alligator bait. He was never seen as a respectable human being. So that is why we just make the mistake of trying to fight for rights, and this one going and protesting and all that. That is not how you just protest. That is not how you understand you just basically fight and how you just go to war. That is not the approach you follow, because we don't understand that this place polluted. Babakusha, as soon as they get chance, they pull it from the book of Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Because now you've been so disadvantaged and such a disservice has been done to the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community because of them implanting them. We call it people inside the communities, meaning them religious leaders and plenty politicians that don't understand the value of making the right step. So now with this enfranchisement, you understand that hey, this is not a clear view of how things are supposed to be. We're not supposed to try and change a snake or alligator. They have a way they operate. And that is what's going on with your person. We're not seeing them for how we're supposed to see them. You walking by the snake and you want to pet the snake and all kind of different things, the land, you want to pay hand all of the land moles. You understand? You want to feel all these nonsense, you want to check him like that, because no brother, no sister. So we're making errors, not understanding what we really facing on a daily basis. So now we understand the men above we are strict charge and we understand these people, your own people and them that they need this. Understand? So the Lord always looking for boy. If you have enough common sense to love your son, boy, you really actually will love him. You really love your people. So the Lord always trying to bring and understand the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian to understanding of how we're supposed to operate. You see how men that really come together and on a workforce. Sometimes you see men that get away and you're not breaking their back certain things to make anything happen. That is the spirit of how the Lord is going to be, but not on that them terms necessarily. It's not because we could do it, understand we should be operating that way. That is not what the Most High had planned for us, because we just watch the way we just live and work and all that, and we just think that is a normal thing. And when Moses had come to free in Egypt, we want to kill Moses because Moses had tell me this thing, and we didn't understand why Moses come to here. You understand the pathway out of this madness now. But it's such a shame, and then since then, it have, you understand, fake leaders and selfish men, that them fellas and them just self-inflicted, self-harmful in their mind, because your operations showing us, you understand, that really and truly do not care about this. Because now at least you was keeping the people getting me right way, and they will tell them, don't pass by that corner, boy, that's some gunshot, but they have water. It have drugs going on that side. It have, you know what I mean? It have things going on there that will hurt you. It will harm you. But now your politicians and them is not telling you that. You're going to see the same exact video. The brother is going to make a stand. See, I stand by my words. Because I understand not putting up, you understand, putting a stand and putting a stamp of approval or saying that this is wrong. It is going to affect my people, and it will definitely affect me. And then you will see the leader now of the political party is ashamed that the sister don't understand how big this thing is. And they see, it's just, you're thinking, you follow that there is something that you could fight and change over time, or it's something that you think that you'll get that valuable enough. It will never. Because when another nation have the power to treat you how they want to, take away what they want to give from you, you follow, make the public view you the way they want to view you, because case in point. Everybody are talking all the garbage and talking all the racialness and nobody cases and other no problem all the time. In other words, it's a fair fight. But as soon as you know start to get the attention and start to call out certain things now, hey, I'm so much slave. I do anything they tell them. And boxing me the only thing to slap. That's the only thing they do. But that's what it is. You're not on an equal playing field with them. In other words, you follow, don't gain this dog fight. And then you want them to care about what's going on with you and all that. Every time that they have a suit, you want you to join in hands and the children listen. And that one thing, and they're doing this and all kind of things, all kind of thing. But joining just for we to get the benefit, but never for you to benefit from it. Never. And that is the reality of what really taking place in the society. Understand it's not people that is humane. The ways they don't operate, they don't understand. They don't care that they overdose by drugs and all that, because you want them to be nice. They live on yachts. People also they just going about and how affects you with harm. But they cannot build a society based on that. They have companies that understand certain things, and some of them inside they just be on the drugs. But plenty of them understand that they know, they have enough common sense within some of them. Some persons, they know what body. or some of the people from that nation, from the white man nation, from the East Indian nation, from Chinese nation, you know, I cannot run no sustainable nothing operating. It's craziness, that's crazy work. So they have certain habits and all that, you see them operating that way, and they'll enforce a certain culture in a job place, on a marketplace. You understand? That's why you have certain things in the law you find. But in the market, you know, there's certain things because it's common sense. You can't just go guards. People get poisoned, you understand? There's all kind of different things that take place. But overall, that is not the mind frame of the entire society. Because the majority of them is not operating or not thinking from a clear and reasonable standpoint. So give me the book of Micah chapter 2 and 10, Babush.
This is the book of Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
Remember that last part again about destroy you with a normal mind, a slight destruction or what?
Even with a sore destruction.
The Lord is telling this so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, stop trying to pour no sorry when that time comes. Stop trying to drink sour wine when Eid comes. Stop trying to celebrate Christmas in the same when your person pushing up and he's sucking all the money out of you and then weakening your family structure. You're giving them false, in a sense, they call it false habits and they call this thing, and expectations, because you cannot sustain that. You does not benefit from it in no way, shape, or form, because even if you was making money, even if somebody is selling inside the road and sell to Christmas thing, you don't manufacture it, and on top of that, God is not for it. Right. You understand? When you push this culture, this is destroy and weaken a nation. So all them things, birthdays, do not go in, don't try to think, and you find it looks so nice. You find all the balloons look so nice and it looks so pretty and all of that. That is creating a culture where they just do this, and when they push the selfishness, which is the idol worship, and all of that, some of them just analyze people on the birthday. That was the custom. There's many things that you see and you think that is a normal thing. So you think you're living in a normal society. You think you have normal people that smiling and laughing around you, and then people in them will definitely got you out. And that is fun for them. There are a video, a white woman watching a black woman, a Latino woman, with she child, and she's shaking, she shaking she backside. Like you have a child, so understand sex just feel nice. You can do that in your bed. You do that in your bed too. You have to come out in the public. Is that wrong? That is their culture. They don't care if they how much disease they get. They don't how much thing. But go by when 16, 15, 16, them are all kind of different shots to take, how much penicillin and all that. They don't value that. They don't value life. Look at how much of them is unlike the children. How much, I think it's 400,000 white women. There's abort children, there's murder children, unlike the babies. They don't value family and structure and all that. They don't live by that premise. They in control of the resource and it's the hell with everybody else. And if you don't agree with what we say, they'll cut you off. So all the other nations and them agree with them, all the other races in hand with them, because they want to enjoy things too. But they don't understand, they cannot stand against this. It has majority if the people had enough common sense, wasn't moving by that, right? And they would follow what the most I see, because blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, when we were doing it, the whole world was under order. Solomon time, you always did 1,010,000 times. You did 1,010,000 times every state. You later 1,010,000 and 11 times. Right? Because we know, hey, it has the ability for the whole planet to run as it's supposed to. Real proper, real nice. No crime, no molestation, no drug addiction, none of that. And you're having that time in your life. Solomon had wives. How much wives you have, Solomon? All your man who vex and all that. That's one man in a lifetime had 1,000 wives. Sorry. Not 700, 1,000 wives. And it was possible that it had no bacchanal. You don't hear any scriptures. This one was fighting for property, and that one was fighting for this, and that one is jealous. And no, Solomon is Solomon is singing. All Solomon wives and them singing, you understand, but how they cannot wait to be with their lover. It was no so-called polygamous thing. No, but they have it the wrong way. The woman wants to sleep with other women. It's not that. So that man is going to have sessions with his wives, one by one, not three someone, four someone. It wasn't that. None of that nastiness. And real sweet, real proper. These women just look darling, real princesses. Take a look, go to ISUPK, find anyone at the schools and then look up ISUPK, wherever it is. Try to find them. Let's find the closest one and look at how the sisters dress. And they get an idea how classy, how sophisticated. You understand the sisters was? Yeah? If you follow it, that is what we're bringing back. So we know what that is the flavor, that is what it is. The Lord want to make sure that this day, all it is I understand, set this thing in motion. I want to make sure by the earth run back so again, brother. You want to tell me anything that you can see better than this? What trying to show me here, come out of this madness, but you have nothing on this planet that ever come up to scratch with what I ever laid on. Nothing. Not woman else. Excuse my French. Baba Kasha, you gave me the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 1, Baba Kasha. So they're writing, they say this, they don't right? It says a lot. It says for the place to fix, the men go how to fix. Here's what God set up a structure. And I'm glad why the man, it's so sweet. Look at him think about that. It's so sweet that the man make this time the woman look at the buffalo, and the woman told her, she look at the break around there. And not stand with your colleague and say, well, you're one. I may not, we understand everything nobody gets, but what it is he saying with regards to this, right? But you cannot say that, hey, what do you call it? What the brother said, on the whole, you understand was off, or you don't agree with that. That is the truth. That is what's going on, and that is what's speaking from their face. You can't say that if you say it out of time, of course she's to say, well, you know what I mean? With all due respect to my colleague, you follow, I would have put that across a little different way. Because if I say something wrong, I'm wrong. That's just what it is. If my brother says I'm wrong, you're wrong. You follow, even if you mean the right thing according to everybody cases, you'll still be the right spirit, you will still mean the right things. You may say wrong, whatever the case is. I don't think my wrong, whatever. She did not say that. She was playing politics and trying to fit in with everybody else, no? No, God doing that, you understand? God like, you know, hey, when I tell you make a stand and we go read something to help you understand, some 90-year-old man. When we pray them to tell you who's walking and pray to miss 2 days of food and them kind of thing, he taking whips. He taking it as a all kind of stand and 90-something-year-old man in the scriptures. He didn't understand the value of making the right stand. That's why I congratulate them for them. I know them operating in a chaotic and a disgusting society. That people we know from since we're young, we grow up around them, we know them, some of them in politics and all that. We know. They might pretend whatever the case is, and we don't care about it. They might talk to we on the side, when we see each other, we hate them. We hate them. All of we understand, grow up around somebody who was in some political whatever. They end up find themselves in something like that. But they think that it have some kind of benefit that they could have, maybe they came in thinking they could change the system. And then some people just come in to get a little food. But you don't understand here what when we stand together and we stand to the right thing, we will get the right result. That's the truth, that is happening. Look, we're doing it under the oppressor. When you go to the people and work and we don't have enough tools and all kind of different things, we make it happen together. So how the hell we understand can amplify that and make things really pop? We have a very long road to travel, a very long road to go, as much as we want it to be so. You understand? But we can make some advancements a little faster if we can stand up like the brother there. Follow and stand up like the Alliance and the Bible. They want them to eat pork. Look right now, we fighting to eat pork. I like food. Pork is, imagine that. Let's imagine a rubber shop walking at the two, they're like in cartoon. Only the chop tell them walking like boom, 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 and walking and eating up the rubbish. That's what pork is. That's what pig is. Pigs are walking at a shop like that. Tum, 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 tum. And going and eat up that food, eat up the rabbit, that he designed for, same thing with shrimp. He's an underwater pig then. You understand? He's going and eating up that shrimp, they're eating up all that thing, the koi, the lobster, all of them do their work and the place looking nice. But when you look under the water here, water clean. You can put a fish is supposed to eat, that's not bad. You understand? A salmon, a bass. You can put down the water, so yeah, you can pay money on the girl one time, big thing, man. You're all kind of different nice fish to eat. This is nice. Because things them up, think, get them right in. You want to eat all the things that poor blood pressure is fighting. You think that make the clean land, and then they complain about how the place nasty. Is that what's with them leaders and them, but I blame them. I can't blame all them. I can't blame me. I blame them blasted, disgusting leaders and them. But them supposed to have enough common sense and enough backbone to know why this man trying to sell me some kind of dream. You can't kill all of me. And on top of that, the Lord say, when you stand for me, I will be against the enemy. More importantly, the creator. There are all kind of different bombs, all kind of things. Tell me when last one of them stop a plague, stop what do you call this thing? What do you call it the other day? Coronavirus. Tell me one of them stop one of them plagues. Watch one of them can stop it from actually coming up. What is that? All in Egypt time, all in Pharaoh time, that time. There's plagues in your backside, plague, rain, lytics. I mean, like some aside, tell me which one of them could ever stop that. Right now, they try to build place on Mars and Elon Musk and all them that never come in your brain. You could think of the highest thing. You could smoke all the ketamine. You love ketamine. Smoke all the ketamine in your brain. You'll never stop God plan. You can never stop anything that God is doing. God is telling himself in the Bible, say, I will never meet you no man. Don't ever feel you will come around me with that shit in this mind. Stay in your lane, watch your backside, give yourself. Use a little flesh and blood human being. Not a power like me. Be yourself. When they understand it, but I talk about the gods and them. When last your body for here, all the milk and flowers and you're feeding them. But you lay your body for here, understand? If you're God real. You might like what you say when you get but hey, your forefathers, I must say, you might try to speak to the 91st Baptist. When your forefathers looking and see what going on, your foremothers are looking and see what going on here. And you're holding your baby back there, the first Corinthians 11, just or what this one first Baptist. Look what your forefathers them say. I think East Indian, the Chinese, the white man, the African, really African, they like to bring green and that mixed bag. Africans themselves the same when you meet them one on the road and them kind of thing. And we know that there's two different people. Black people and African people is not the same. But now they don't want you to know that this parent people, which is majority of we, you understand, family members them. Right? Out of the 12 sons are Israel. Majority of them are 5 tribes. Scattered all over Colombia and Venezuela and Nicaragua and Guatemala and all the places, Peru and Argentina, all the places, Brazil. Majority are winning. That plenty, but that's coming in school, so don't get wax. They're looking for only 144,000, so don't feel that's something to stop and we going and try to make 1 billion. So there's no, Lord is letting know, hey, I like that advantage people, boy. I love the underdog. I like the New York Knicks. Knicks and 5. You don't love the underdog. I love it. I remember that that's a sidebar, right? And when I see that, I say, boy, what's up there? I wouldn't be shocked if God make them for like them, put them for like them backside the railway. I would tune in them game and them. New York Knicks against Spurs in San Antonio. And if you see them, they started making comparison tacos versus unknown street meat. And what you call it, bodegas against big cougars and all kind of things. I say, oh, you will learn us. Now let's put it, I make a mental note and say, oh, okay. What's something in there? You would not do that, and you're shocked to see what they're going with. Looks like peace. I was shocked. I said, I looked at eyes and I was backing them to because I say, what's just because he's the other. Just because of that, I was backing them, and plus, Cat is my boy to get and I love them. I love them. You understand? I respect you like a monster is a beast. Work for it. I respect when we do, but you see them for them, the more 14 hours. Sacrifice that kind of like to see them thing. You love to see them thing here. You know it, even command the children and say, by a fever going by, I wish I could see the same thing. When we can reach and that's what we want to win the championship, don't feel we play. We're trying to make MVP 2G. You understand? You understand? Trying to make it. I want to be out here. We have to recruit more men to come and win the league. Right? They are from the question.
Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 19. O Most High, my strength and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies.
Now they hear truth.
They have inherited lies.
You don't know about the shah.
Vanity.
Vanity, useless thing. Now we can use that. We can make infrastructure, we can make democracy happen, and Republicans and a fair and just society for all. Give me that again.
Surely,
Right?
our fathers have inherited lies,
Lies. Good.
vanity,
Useless things.
and things wherein there is no profit.
Now we can benefit from all these religions and all these things coming together, and we can have a kind of loose society and a rainbow coalition. What they inherited? The same people that empower today. What they inherited?
And things wherein there is no profit.
And things where there's no profit. So you see, when them do not have a plan of execution, we not sure, we don't know. That's why we're saying here today to you, we have been so privileged that the Lord give enough mercy to understand the story. Because everybody else thinking that they have a plan enough. Everybody else thinking, boy, when we protest, we go and get some kind of result. If we behave ourselves enough, we go and get some kind of forward. He's going to love us one day. He's going to change the hearts of these beasts. They inherited things that have no profit, lies, vanity. So they're mad. They won't tell you because they will be up. You dig up because they can't really bad. They don't have no plan of action. They have nothing that they can use. There's no wisdom within their infrastructure. Everything they try to pull out from the Bible. When they ask them where all the things and them that is work from all the religious books of them, where is your God is giving so much instructions and follow that the place run right. Where there's people running from the ends of the earth to learn all the wisdom? Where is it? Where it is? But you want to lock up you and you want to beat him all kind of thing. You shouldn't talk about all the God, all the useless gods. All the useless things, the same things in them though. Yeah, because wait this. The thing is when we are born, and you see, now we are them. We know man. But it's when all this oppress you, and then we have to bring it out to our people to help we understand something. What they're doing is absolutely wrong. It's incorrect. And if you think was so strong, you would not have to do that. Because you know, by my God, where you talking about, you can talk to me. Look who my God is to people. Look who my God is defend me. But you're vexed you are now because you are not talk and all they get exposed. But everybody didn't know that. So you lying there all the time. You get anything for one thing and you find it, you go to get back to one. You go to get sure they get fast, they're making a move, they're making a move. I really laugh to when I see you know, my mom make down the class the other day and I say they go on that Chinese grocery long time now, but we get more civilized, the more professional now that. So we even use that, you understand? We're doing that trying to anger people more than they anger already because they don't have a general protection. So all they resort to is violence and drug smuggling and abortion clinics and all of that. You're not putting it up in Westmoreland, Wood Park, and all these places up here, and then Palmas. They're not putting it there, and then Beverly Hills. They're not putting these liquor stores and churches, all of that, all the failure things in them, because they already know that I put in all these infrastructures that is failure to go and destroy them communities. That's why our communities are destroyed. So they don't know that is fail. They know lies, vanity, and things where there's no profit, there's no profit in that. Let's vex it, Johan. Shouldn't say that. I don't know, so people still believe it. First I like to them, come like the train, and I tell them, down the tooth fairy. I understand Santa Claus. So many people they waiting on this to see if we go out, they go and pray to the God and pray that they go do something. And the God is a no God. It's a fictional character. You make up that to feel good. You know talk about, you know, that they went in the Chinese pala and they got the thing from me. They got the BCT from me. They got the BCT from the captains in the they got the city and also. The Chinese back and said, go for me, I got it. It's yeah, a week tree. That's for that. I'm going so. What is it? You know, if there's some millennial, what's supposed to do with something and I get away with something wrong, but if you want, if You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Are we? Are we? But are we? Are we? So here's what we're going to now, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, since the other races want to live delusional, you have to understand where you position. So these things is what you have to follow. Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 1 back. Then you jump in the truth. Start with 1. Because all the Paul, let's have love, and all the things, all the following in them failure systems and those injected systems for what we call it for sabotage in all the communities and them, all the Anglican and the Catholic and the Seventh-day Adventists and the this and the that and the whatever and the other and the cheddar. All them systems they follow that designed just to break you and weaken you and have you not making the right stand so that all the communities and them know but not the same. So how the place get so all the time these people and them who is the elders so called now, all the things that all they learn is why the place so everybody was under all the influence, the whole world, it was we. We had control over society. No, it was them. We're talking about the youths and the youths and the youths. If you, the Bible say, train up a child in the way they should go, and when they get older, they would not depart. You did not train them according to what the Bible says because you didn't know it. You don't have the answer, you don't know. It's just pride that you're not doing, you're following up bound down to wisdom and formulating to what God says will be. That is it. Because if all had the answers, what should be here? Go ahead.
I would say the right
Never. Correct.
Talk against false gods.
Right.
If you have believe in your word.
Correct.
Right.
That is it. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
False gods against my word.
That's right. Correct. Correct. Damn right. Correct. Correct. That's it. You see, we say this super heavy. And I thought God love everybody too. That's the next thing. And the latest preach up all the time. And Islam is our way of life. We see one Imam self jump out and defend him either. And if you see, if an Imam do it, I never see an East Indian or a white or Chinese. I don't even see a Chinese Imam. Anyway. Right? I don't see them defending weak causes. I don't see it. But all we support and all we love and all we pushing at that garbage, what they just want. And how we sucking upon now, what they call little crumbs. Right, true? We mustn't say nothing now, talking on that backside garbage on the social media. We didn't say no, Lena. We didn't feel it, see all the 1,001 comments on that, post on that. And none of the infrastructure working, none of it lies. All of it is a sucker cracking. You understand? Sucker job is that. And all the people post talking about it, all them, let's do all the leader. Man convicted and all them for the man name mentioned more times in the blasted, I call it texting file than God mentioned in the Bible. Shots. What wanted to hush them out. Hush your blasted mouth when the next years ISUPK, or how you can help the society. Or you can stop, you understand, these fellas, them pushing all these drugs and guns in communities, or you can take away them fellas funding. Come out of them blasted, change them and make them into some homeless shelters. Let me get them things going. Let me help we communities that are surpassing, but I don't decide that he made that choice. All they have them so, all the influence of the world running so. When the brother stand up, you follow and do it. You can't wait to touch that. And it's something here, old man. All this so-called love and strength you pass down. Right now, then you put it in this year, I'm ready for thing. Soldiers, Christian army, and soft like a twin people and soft, weak. And full of garbage, full of water. We don't want to hear all the rubbish talk by. We know all that full of pack of garbage. It's one set of semantics. None of the laws of them doesn't create no harmony, no real solution to no way. You can't all the same nations together, Iran and them fighting one another, and all of them are resources. You can't draw a proper functional, easy, normal thing you follow just to operate day to day. But you want to talk about all some supreme thing and greatest nation in the planet and like, man, I should have moved in some shocks. Well, the China is only all one self, well, the China food with that and give me the scripture, Baba Kusha.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11
So your leaders and them does not follow us of Paul. As he does follow Christ. They don't love Paul, they don't love God, they don't love Christ, they don't follow nothing the Bible says. Verse 3 because they always pushing this shepherdess and they don't enforce this and encourage this. That's why these white women and them out of order so and they laughing at we sisters talking with the babies on the belly. And the basic public like some straight dog. Them straight dog operate so. Straight dog might jam in the road, but I don't see no straight dog whining the waist. You understand? Real low down character thing, man. And that them fun. How they fun? Aborting once they're trained. When they have the resources to do it, they take it all the monies and shipping it overseas. All they're not on the place for 6 months that they understand and the wife and the husband but oh, with bombs. Oh, with bombs on. Let me can't make one payment to some better place. All of a sudden, we're the lowest pay on the planet. But then, for example, getting a whole 6 month package of we labor. The same man you want to call about, same sister you want to call and no good nothing. She money, let's fund them for the relief, and them sitting on the kings, calling the secrets, blacks and Jews. You understand? And sit down, no crime in anything about it. Sit down, roll up and relax about power money. True. And guess what? Them communities ain't call it no damn, no abortion clinics, no stop job dens, no set up last church, and no liquor store. They didn't follow that. Everybody have activity, everybody have a shop done something. So man ain't get out of here. Or they went some playing something, you know, somebody will push it back. Somebody will defend it and you have a hard problem. So everybody go to. Yeah, but they know why. They know why they despite nothing in here. Because the shippiness there is two people, and the thing is, I was want to try and push. You know, somebody might lose their scruples and pretend that they go mad for a while and one of them might get touched up. I want to wait to them kind of thing. You understand? The Black Hispanics and Native Indian, this war, they cannot win it by trying to go against them who have all resources or all control at this thing. If it's one thing they learn how to do, is manipulate because they know they're weaker than you. So they're going to advantage you the best way they know how. They put everything in place to try and destroy your ability to survive. Because if you can survive, they're done. Game over. You know it? Why you feel this fight so hard? It's not just my chance. Systematic oppression, call it. How about the shot?
Verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is the Most High.
Right, so tell me here, so the Most High, Christ, man, woman. When they push all this garbage and Jesus Christ is God and all them kind of things, we don't watch it normal enough. I am almost certain that a lot of white people who will be pushing that ship, and this is because they don't want order. The right order and structure, but we especially to not catch that. When they're trying to do all this and happy wife, happy life and all this garbage, and not protecting this woman by really being that form of defense for her and setting up proper structure for her to follow. That's why children out of sync, all of that. That is where all these problems stand from because they don't follow what God says. And have a chain of command up there and it is work. It's like that so that the right responsibilities go hand down and the right rewards will pass up accordingly. There's a reason why you don't see two CEOs and companies and all that. There's a reason for that. It have, you understand, its purpose and it is designed to work. Your leaders do not do what God said. That's why this place does not function correctly. So understand something. Everything that you have learned up to the last second in your life is absolutely wrong. Nobody has been able. Martin Luther King has not been able to change nothing. Malcolm X has not been able to change nothing. Marcus Garvey has not been changed nothing. Slassy's 9 we people, he still can't change nothing. Queen of England can't change it. With the best efforts and the best say, they cannot top what God says. Never. So stop their shipping. Come off. That wild train, that train loose going. That have no direction. That going and crash into the Third World War. they reach the destination, that is when all the bombs are started flying. Boom, boom. That's the little fire thinking is under the ground with a man with some pitchfork. No, it's the thing that's going to melt the sockets out there. Look at how a mushroom cloud is and what happens when a nuclear bomb touches the place. That is going to happen and have the earth and a reset the course of things, all the nature, everything like that, all the madness happening to almost save the trees. You really want to save the trees? Come back to the structure the Lord put in place. For the so-called black Hispanic native Indian man, woman, and child. I thought they save the trees. If you love the dogs in them, you so-called dogs and animals, come and do what God say. You love the cats in them, you love the wild, you want the wildlife to have a chance, and people stop eating up all the damn guana, but guana is not food. Then do what God say. If you really love the planet, if you really love the world, things to run well, come and do what God says. The only place that the stand firm on that is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. The Lord had to put a place where everybody will see your God. Yeah, and you're right. Remember, you controlling everything, so you know, long time since back in the day, since we know formulate as a people, as the generation when Jacob, you understand, had sex with 4 women and had 12 children, that was lawful, and you're not seeing nothing wrong with that same thing since then. So the bullshit you're talking and garbage that you've been taught is not how the whole world established what does work. To that same family structure, what the planet is supposed to live by came to that same system. Now people talking about horn is being cow and goats. You understand? A woman that horn a man basically leave her marriage. So there's no such thing as horn. That woman now become that next man headed. And because they understand, they feel that there is something to do, they'll end up in a world of back in a world of trouble. Not incompatible. Because that woman you follow is how the way people, the Lord make your physiology and your body to work. So that when you connect with a man, there's certain things that go straight to one brain and all that. So the kind of madness that this world in and the disarray in is because it's totally out of sync. Not somewhere maybe a little bit off and we can fuck up. If it's a little community work and somebody might do some charity work and that could change the hearts and the minds of people. That's not happening. It ain't happening. No way. It's hundreds of years of engineering and stupidness. It's true over about 300 years the Christian church is in power. Empowered. If you're not powered, if you're not empowered by, you understand your person, you're powered by the colonial master, the estate church, so-called white man. Empowered by that, you understand? Powered by that philosophy. And all this garbage. And none of it comes to anything. You have the form and some image, because if you're not suit, you feel that the inside is something that is, and it is 50 place. And then you try and get the first penance. And then nobody could come to them because all of them can come together to do nothing. And then for so long, 300 years. Absolute garbage. So you could go ahead and, you know, it's Russian roulette. Is when you spin a barrel of a weapon and you try to squeeze it and see if you might get hit today. That's what people doing today. When you go out today and you're gambling with the society that you're in today, they play Russian roulette because one time somebody may understand might be under so much pressure that they might try to do you something, take your car, attack your grandmother, attack your little child, try to get a child to get somebody. They follow because they saw or they feel they're going to come up with some kind of garbage. So it's all type of different ways that they feel they can come up and everything is free. So now that is the oppressor game. The scripture says he is lived by the sword, Genesis 27 and 40. Go and read it for yourself. He is lived by killing. So he's like a blood sport man. So we watching some of them TV show, that's some of them movie, and thinking, you know, it's just a concept. Sometimes they know exactly what they're doing. They're hunting people and there's a sport, there's a game. That's how he is, that's how he love to play. You know, I say game, like hunting animals is game. Hunting humans is game for you. And let's show these games. But when the scripture does not talk about the alligator bait. Yeah? That one of them bottom, but right in the second Maccabees here, talk about the men there. Right? Look up that little section where they use our children, I think that's somebody, where they use our children for alligator bait. And the same Maccabee, the second Maccabee, the same book here, that they have, that is called here, but they call it hidden books. This is the book that's supposed to be between here. Between Book of Malachi and the Book of Matthew. Right? So this is the book that was taken out of the Catholic Bible. I think this have it on the whole book or some of the books somewhere. Right? So between this book here, Malachi, some of them I mean never see a Bible, understand? I understand it anyway. They're trying to make this thing non-false. Solution to the problem. Between Malachi, the way that is right, I can't take it for granted that you might know it is. Between Malachi and Matthew. Baba Kishai. Yeah. Is the pardon? Yeah. All right, Baba Kishai. All right.
So the book of Psalms, 127. And verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
The book of Psalms 127 and verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Happy he be, they take it and dash it, thy little ones against the stones.
Happy shall he be that take the little ones and dash it against a stone. That's what it did to us. The Lord said that we, understand, at one time would do the same thing to them, but the Lord said double. I don't know exactly how the Lord going to put it and how you justify it. But the Lord is a just God. You see, everything that they feel was good to do, it's like how they feel that it's good to beat up a man with this token. You cannot find it. Where you beating him for? That is the spirit all they have, and then when now come to all the babies, no, we shouldn't touch them. We shouldn't do the babies that. When all I was making, when I was taking our skin and making shoes and handbags and all of that, it was a normal thing. When I was taking we, you follow and kidnapping, it's still doing it up today. They're kidnapping one statue and all of them is all over the place. And you have them doing all kind of nasty. We never do that, right? But when it is all they find that is good to do, and they find they should get punished by they should get double and more than that, the Lord should give all. You understand that? But you can't bear till you cry to all your nerves failing you, all over your skin, all over your body. Because they don't have no compassion, no respect for nothing outside of yours. You might respect for yours, but they love to pretend that you're humane. It's not that. That is not the character of them oppressors on them. The so-called white man is not that. So-called Easterners is not that. You see how they say who feels it knows it? Certain things they want to fine. We shouldn't talk and all that, but all the people talking, all it does is boycott them and reprimand them and lock them up and beat them. You don't do that. So hush your lying mouth and hush your stinking mouth when it comes to what the Lord decides by as judgment for. But the brother was absolutely on point with certain things in terms of how he sees. Absolutely right. 100%. Back in full 100. It's just because we understand the bigger picture in terms of us and how we and what we plan is and what the Lord plans. So we're not going to try to go by some murderer and try to make he feel bad. We know who he is, we're going to stay the hell away from him. That is the plan. Yeah? You cannot, you go ahead to bring you by gun and force you to come and lie with all of it. We're not doing it. That's what it is. We have no intention of doing that for what? For you to understand to find some light that won't free me from when you feel some type of way. When all they want to know is stinking, disgusting wives and daughters or sisters when they're trying to come around me and then they're saying, like what you do to me forefathers in slavery and all that time, and trying to lie on me and say that we try to sleep with them and we whistle them and all kind of nonsense, all kind of shit. No, we're not doing it. That's why I understand when they try to come around me with this movie face, we don't want to hear, we want to see, we don't want to know. We don't love no hoes. That's why we so strong against adamant against that, because we know that is that disgusting culture. That is what has led lynching. You understand? Unaliving, make all this thing, abuse of powers. We know that is what it leads to, so we're not interested in none of that. We don't want no back. Thanks to the most side for that. We all have to come up. No, we all same thing. Yeah, we did again, Papa Kisha. Yeah.
Psalms 127.
Right.
And verse 9. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth and little ones against the stones.
Yes, happy she shall be. So when it is an alive the better child, and he had no powers to defend himself and all that, and he was laughing, And you know what they do too? Don't forget this, we not sure that's why Trump fighting. I don't know if it's true, but he say he don't want no pictures of slavery and all them things out of the schools and all the museums and all that. No, because they was proud, they was taking selfies. They were taking selfies and making posts here with men and children. Look, we don't have any girl, a nigger, a nigger. You understand? They were taking selfies and having a ball. And that was fun and games for them. That was game. Happy the man will be who gets to understand the Lord to adventure. He will be so happy that day. So our mission right now is to put we back on track and from all this destruction. Because all them doing is just delaying their punishment. And delaying, you understand what the Lord really actually trying to do, which is bless the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indian as always. All that garbage, all this politics and all this religion, stupidness and all of that is designed to try to get we from getting what is rightfully ours. That is why we just fight so hard to pull our people out of that shit. We want to reward by, we want to be thing, we want to be trophy, we want to be MVP by, we want to win the championship by. It's a lesson go to. Cypress man. Right. So easy trying to fight for. Correct, correct is right. Yes. Correct. Yes.
Any kind of governance is easy. They can get
correct. Never. Correct. Correct. Size it and the worst way correct. Right true. What connection of Gaza and Israel and place? Do you imagine that you are a so-called world leader? You are here, the man. You bigger than the man. You can't tell them. You can't tell them. They want out that time and share. We don't talk about that same structure. God Christ, the man, the woman. And that's what they want to push on society. He's a man that gets destroying life by hundreds and thousands by. And you can't park company because you want some secret for you. Yeah. You can't tell anybody give us lock up some 80 sometimes. Because you destroy it for no reason you can't put no handle on them, but they want to put, you understand? We got sanctions and tell you how to live. Nobody don't come on with that shit as well. Or you can leave that for that one, not we. Leave that away from black, Spanish, and Native Indians. If you have any sense in your brain, if you have any common sense, you don't want to part of that. You don't tell them none of that shit for this, but you don't come on with that. We don't bring that baby. Or let's do that and keep on fighting all this shit for the wars. Try to fight, keep on trying to fight more. Let me see how that's going for you. Keep on doing what you're doing. As I say, keep the same energy. Keep doing what you're doing. Understand? We go do some other side. Yeah. Let's see how that will be. That's why we understand do not like these freaking false sound leaders and because they will learn how well to put a straight face, they follow, and then come and undermine everything that's supposed to be going on for you. Everything, G. You don't like it, and God, our punishment for the mistake, as the generals teaching in the class there, they say, by the devil and the angels, we see back on all the angels with them, all them deceiver people and them, all them politicians, and we're not respecting that shit for this. I rather see a man, I rather understand that the man, if I understand and let him come out for command general, and if you're not ready to start with the right thing, he will find you with all. So we understand, even if we die, we will always come out on top. That's why this brother is in the Bible, 90-something years old, and I know why I will take that. I will take my death. I will take my, understand, I will take my suffering now. Because I know later on, have a reward by I confident in that. You know, for sure, if yesterday, nobody taking that kind of shit, 90-something years old. It's easy by just sit up his up, or pretend he cannot be support. Say, but I am going for that, but we're not doing this. Because this is how the world has ended up. Watch out the places, how corrupt it is. You know, boy, I don't want to part of that. That's for sure. You know, Ezekiel chapter 34 and 31, my passion. Anybody know why you know better than that? Sister, that's right in the chapter right after. Right?
It's like I say, not the same about two.
Right.
Yeah. It's about the channel.
Yeah.
But I need chance to go for the whole tracks. Yeah, command general, command general, have been for that man and the young man, right?
Correct, correct, that's right. Correct, correct. And you might ruin all that stupidness. Correct, correct. Yes. The people and them. I said correct, correct.
This is some kind of,
Honorable thing.
honorable position that I would.
Correct, correct, that's right. Am I correct? That is the correct. Correct.
Because the society family is like,
Right.
when watching only is like when from citizenship, people are watching studio person. All that legend and good I do. And we have to pay attention to all the legend you do, all the good I do, all the rape you do.
Right.
What if you have to see all
Like
that
a stop.
and that blood loss?
Right.
To see just
Oh.
inside
Correct.
even separate from it.
Right.
You will have to kill it.
Correct. I said correct.
You will have to hurry.
Correct. Correct.
That's how I see
Correct,
it.
it's right.
Still blood, but the ego be you. You know, this separate. No, we will have to kill you.
Correct.
Let you own
Correct.
unless you.
Correct is right.
Okay.
Correct. Correct is right. Correct. Watchman Jeffrey Epstein was the perfect example of how this place can really turn. See all them that they love to molest their own. That's who they is. Don't try to look at TikTok or what? You detected inactivity, no? Like inactivity, they're right. They feel they're right. But that is the Epstein name, you understand? Or some garbage. No, you understand? Letting people understand you born. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, us doing what is right is going to free the entire world. You'll get to see everything for how it really is. You follow? If you ain't seen it right now, if you're blind, so what do you have to really taking place? And you feel that some other way or something around the horizon, some line, some silver line around the cloud, or some garbage, and like this, some light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, you're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken. As the brother was saying just now, after all slavery was just the other day, in the 1800s, you understand that Jim Crow? That was right here, that's right the other day. Chattel slavery, I talking about it. Because we're still in that slavery. Because you're still getting oppressed. You still can't say what you want. You still can't talk the truth. You have a consequence of that, but you better talk the truth though. When that time comes, start for the right thing, especially when it comes to your people. What about them want to do? I try to convince the white man to be himself. I know he's standing all that, but do all that feel why? I don't concern me. I want all to get real punishment. You understand? I want, because here, what if he's a good one? Here, what then? You come and contribute to we, you understand, fix the place so that the people that you use not one of the part of them who created all this mess. You'll want them to get punished. And the right spirit to be. You for us to contribute to love we, you understand? Make sure make doorways and pathways for black people to come up, you understand, so that they understand can come in the right mind and do what they're supposed to do. So the Lord can fix the place. That's what you want. If you don't like to see children getting abused, if you don't like to see murders, if you don't like to see corruption, if you don't like to see all this war and all this gang violence and all this drug addiction and all this, if you don't like to see vagrancy, if all this stuff and you don't like to see the middle class so-called get destroyed and all the money getting kicked out, all the insurance money and all the 401k and all them things getting kicked out. If you don't like that, support in some Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge and better make our way for wherever you have the powers to make things happen for them on a daily basis so that they don't have to be doing nothing contributing to your structure. That's what journey is. First intertwined. God is a boss because, like I say, every action have an equal and opposite, equal and something action. So when you now decide that you're going to support all this chaos, your ass getting roast too. But if you decide to support the right thing, you will get freedom. And the Lord is going to honor it because the Lord is not just man. He knows exactly what taking place, and that's why he does defend me, and that's why here we can say this and that song. Two repetitive. I came it's on last repetitive. Anyway, right? When we do the right thing, he defend me in Egypt. We do the right thing again, he defend me again. With Solomon time, it's 40 years apiece. 40 years, there's nobody on the planet did that. No other race in no time. With all the technology in 2026, you could never mimic what Solomon, never. Because inside here, you understand, corrupt. That is what pushing on the planet. 8 months if you want, but there's a light here, blast. I said, you told me telling nothing that ain't right, that ain't proper, not on point. Yeah, man, give thanks. Most I encourage you. You might say Ezekiel chapter 31, verse 21, Babakasha. Because this is the pinnacle that we get to the real, you understand, crux of the matter. You play that video, and then you go run into this, what is that, 99 something year old man, real champion. That's how black people is. You understand, really stand up to the right thing and will endure to the end. Whatever in a certain consequence, whatever it is, doing that because we know that is going to benefit the place. That's going to make the place so much sweeter. But by the way Christ do it, you know why, hey, I make an example of how things really run, but never check me out of my position. Never. You make a position.
Ezekiel chapter 4 and verse 1. And ye, my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am the Most High, say the Lord.
Give me the text that people don't understand. That's something they say, particularly, but start from the company goes Babakasha.
Ezekiel chapter 4 and verse 1. Ye are my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men.
Right, so you know what they like to say, you know, man, with the sheep of the Most High, yes, all of them good. Right, but you're what, the man, who does grace in my pasture, who does learn from you, who does follow my guidance, follow my lead. You're one. I put a certain charge on the whole here. All is the vanguard, and that's why the elder operates. That's why the brother stand up so, because that ingrained in me, and that's what it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be, you understand, the front line, the vanguard, the first and last line of defense when it comes into our nation. If that out of sync, as my brother say, the whole place out of sync. So it is very critical that nobody, you understand, is to upset what God tried to do. That's exactly what it is. Give me that again, Babakasha.
Book of Ezekiel chapter 24 and verse 1 and verse 31.
Right?
Ye, my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am your God, saith the Lord God.
You understand? So the Lord knows, I the chief commander. They call it commander in chief. You understand? I let you know, amen. This is your charge. Understand? So the flock of my pasture, men. Give me, we call it, before we jump to this, give me Exodus 15 and 3, Babakasha. Because you see, all this that this sorry for me and this would be thing and would be get diarrhea or would be get and all this soft LGBTQ, understand, soft man garbage, all that understand is absolute mess. One holy rubbish. You know the Lord saying, listen to me. He said, you be flock of my pastures, man. So feel some kind of men lying down together, hooking up on no glass, and take with some petal flowers and some feathers rubbing up on one another place. Like where they see up here. And these instead of this religious organization, full of that shit, full of that weak shit. You meant Bangladesh.
Book of Exodus chapter 15 and verse 3. The Lord is a man of war.
The same Lord who said, I am the Lord your God. The Lord, that same Lord, he said, I am a man of war earlier on. So we didn't know all that time. Before this last day, we didn't understand it. Men that's be operating masculinity, all this madness. If all are not being able to really implement things and put things out supposed to go. So you watching the brother now who talking and people and you finding something mad. You know, man, they follow, he on point, they follow, he have the right, we call it this thing, the right temperament. It's just you so accustomed to things, you follow, that we can gay and garbage and lies and have no use. You so accustomed to that when you see this, you find it looking strange. You find it should do that. You been weakened, but you have been hoodwinked. You have been lied to, you have been scammed. I'm doing this. That is how men is operating, they follow. Yeah, and all emotion in check. You've been talking around. Ragged as hell, but you're one. Everything in check. Nothing is because he feel it. And he think. But he know about this is what we just do, by that's why the next brother. We're going to come in, we're going to pull up that dancing video that's right after. The man come in, brother. You say, I stand by this fight. This is the right thing, right? You can feel how you want to feel. But I know what all the talking is Zapaka garbage. Or they're really against black people. That's the truth. And to all your own children because all this clown, all have no understanding. We just want Bible question.
The book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name.
You understand? Right, so let me pull up the clip now with the same man. But I will talk about UNC government hates black people, says the PNM MP, which is right. That's it. The man right. You say by the action, by the words, what you want again? The action showing you exactly what they want. The words then you know the reinforcement that we want again. Or you could say something different. That's why follow the Lord said the sheep are my pasture meant by a man of war. When I put all them for like that's what all is supposed to. No woman is not supposed to be there. I ain't putting she there, but she tell them to crumble. And we women don't do that. Every right man, we don't do that. She's going to back that man for 100. When the man say, my thing was absolutely right. I started my what I said was 100% on point. Is the right thing? What you want me to do? Lie in the place with full of garbage and still weaken and this whole kind of chaos going on and carnival. You understood. But we don't want carnival. Yes, your bottom and your guts not supposed to be outside down there. It's supposed to be inside for the men and them so that no, them PDS, they know what is happening. When you want rights, PDF want rights too. Right. They want the fine children, they want to push the children to wine, and you don't even understand who in there. He is a man that was made to be that way, and now he's going to try to make your children that way. The LGBT community, come on, you know, become still online somewhere. They said Bobby is going to come with children, he's going to make them PDF son and LGBTQI. That is not the useful of child by. They're not supposed to be under that we're talking about. So don't get wax. Do not underestimate what you feel they have for you out here. Anything that is given to you and liberty is for your destruction. It is not for never fear God. Don't feel them love you. And them saying and all I mean is one and when you see when it's not by, it's go away. And for the place to fix, the men need to understand this. And women, you understand, take a back seat or you just get you understand the repercussions of not following what makes sense. So, we not going to drag it to nothing. You're going to either choose that I want to live for real or I want to die. I want to really face punishment. You just want to make a choice. We're not going to force you to do nothing. If you have enough common sense, what you want to tell it to do, you show out, you follow, and then get some understanding. When we don't understand, try and get some understanding because nobody here understand there's no understanding. Nobody here understand there's no abuse. Nobody fighting you and force you to do nothing. You will willingly understand submit to what the Lord said is good. Or face the shock, whether now or later. Up to you. Simple as that. You want to follow it, and all you resources and all that, they might find something else to do because like murdering their own children and like them babies and them, abortions, that ain't good enough. Someone that just come in and we was that's something called saline. You don't taste it, just put 2 drops of water inside there. You die and that might be fun just now. More people that take like to hear and they walk around about one who do a video. If you see how small she do that, she's trying to let people know how far away people has been. You're outside there parking, thing, and she just jogging to friend and them easy. Easy, so you walking around, a lot of people is not, we call this thing, surrounded, something surrounded, you're not aware surroundings, that's a word for it. You're not aware, you're not trained to really observe your surroundings. Right. So you going about willy wally, especially women, I just see this and feel sorry for them. Sometimes let's try to frustrate you, but you know better. Or they walking, some of them they walking when they cross the street when you driving. You walking in the pavement, you just turn in. You just operating your follow like you have no type of compass in your like you know you ain't born with a gyroscope. I was like that body parts or the brain of the malfunction parts in there. So. And you on top of that, you believe you're supposed to be living so. That's what journey places. There are a lot of things that you feel you have rights to, like you walking with all your underwear outside. A woman imagines a woman in a shorts and the short by she like and she feels she's looking better than a woman who she bouncy right here by the PK. Imagine she feels she have one clothes still. That's how dread it is out there. You can't get the difference between what's clothes and what was on the way. Dread. You think tight, you understand? Because you might be able to see all your camel toe. Meaning you feel you have clothes. Go fam. That's how dread it is. You have a very long way to go. Because every day there's going to push destruction on you and you think, get by, this feels so nice. And it's destruction at 90 because these people are destructive by these people and then it's born murderers by you understand? Gee, they play back with what I see and they continue to smoke. You see what Jedi look at the brass thing. Now listen to that good. When they unalive, when about young 9-year-old child, that child doesn't matter. She's of no value to them. She's not a human being. I thought God love everybody. I thought Islam was a way of life and Allah is love. And Hinduism is such a nice religion and all that. That is the influence. That is what these people don't belong to by and they tell them you have no respect for a human life. Them no matter. But you want sympathy for yours. So we brain up, we don't brain. We understand this now. We see some kind of plastic or cardboard, like Pinocchio and the Pumita life or something. That to be no, you cannot, you understand, try to have some type of correlation with these people and then there's not going to treat you as a human being. And that's what they need to get to your thick skull. But here going on, we know that you have a fight because imagine you trying to still be, you understand, in line with your family members and who is Christians and Muslims and not trying to offend them. When they in line with people that unalive you for fun, man, and laugh at you and call a cockroach and call you the problem, and you don't have the ability to bring the things and continue as the Lord, that is creating problems. That have the infrastructure and the disproportionate wages and all these different things that is creating problems in your communities, right? And you still believe that have something for you to do there. That's how dread right is. Understand how dread, understand how wicked this place is, and why the Lord is telling me, arise and depart out of it. Come out of this the ways of the society. Because it will destroy what I saw the destruction. Give me Micah 2 and 10, First of all, you understand, in such a dangerous place, because when you go to church on a Sunday, it's like a witch, you understand? An ugly long witch with big upon it. You're not seeing that, and that spell so dread on you. So you wrap up and tap in that, and plus you don't want to look like you going against grain when the grain by slowly poisoning your mind. That is how dread it is. You mean Bible teacher?
This book of Micah chapter 2 and verse 7. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
That is what we're not seeing, by. You have to depart from it, by. You have to leave up the order. You have to leave up them customs and the carnival and them things and them, boy. We, boy, just the other day in the 70s and the 80s, after parents and them somebody is around from them times, by, and all falling way off the wagon and looking to trying to make peace and so-called love with the neighbor and your daughter and trying to just like she knows her sister. It's because they don't have men in the front line equipped to really do this. As I said, give me the Matthew, wait this again. We're talking about you can't think on the destroyer. I think it's 1054 something. That yeah, because your vanguards and them, your protection, your hedge of protection. Who's supposed to be the pillars and them? Right? They're not in place because these men and then they hold the Jeremiah 14:2 Baba. We're talking about the leaders and them weak because here what's going on. The leaders are not supposed to say what this woman said here. We love his sister, so we tell them the truth, like, and you're off, Gail. You're off. Go through, Baba Gosha. Matthew 10 and 13, tell them before you can destroy a strong man, unless they buy the strong man. You can destroy a man's house, a man's goods, without buying the strong. The Lord now telling me, boy, hey, the flock of my passionate men by either man or war, the men are supposed to be masculine. Like the mother and all, the brother and all fighting there because still trying to hold on to a piece of the society to some kind of way. You hear the voice breaking. Still fighting to hold that masculinity. The war is a dread war. You have to go into. You have to win the war. There's no other option. You have to win this war. There's no second place. There's no green line. There's no middle. You have to win it. That is the only way. There's no surviving this place. Don't take this for granted, G. Every time the Lord allow you understand one of these men from the ISUPK to open the mouth and tell us something, G. But hey, try and lock in and see what the Bible is saying by you. He might be younger, he might not understand some things. You don't care about it. That could be a man who knows how to teach him. He knows he come up. He knows how to teach, boy. Listen to what he's saying here because hey, he will put you on the wiser man over the case time, but he know he talking about, but that man don't come and just teach us. So this trained man, they follow them is not just out government leaders by. And if you understand, he weak them, it's either he gets the down or he just have no choice but to win and take it strong. There's only way through this thing. There's only way, and it's up or way from which is true. You have to go through that man and you have to come out on the other side and win the battle, or you will lose that. I'm no in between. You don't know capable, you know you're capable. So don't get what? Even to get this man and something your man and you promise now, you didn't know by I know by I come out of this thing, and whenever I go to put them top. Because I know we're going to rule the planet again. And this, understand, I will make sure by I get vengeance. The Lord will avenge me by. Lord is going to eventually, you know this. So by this picture that man going on, you know by what will be this no, don't worry. When I get chance to swing back with my team, I'll finish. You know this. You know this. You went back with
God, so the book of Mark chapter 3 and verse 7. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house.
You understand? So when it is this thing happening, slave, and all they coming through now, and you want to weaken your men, and I have the pastor teaching all this garbage, and all the men are feminine, and not moving and not operating what the Bible says. And want to make brothers like that, we name like Johan, look like criminal and insane people. It's because they're destroying the man's house so that they go and touch up each other, your wife, your kids, everything done. And you feel all the understand all the resources on the chair of the mix. No! Understand something or you got to understand that, like it or not. All it is not the people in them, you understand, to remain ruin-free by it. All it is pure destruction. The majority of all that is the modus operandi, the MO. Exactly how they got to operate, you understand? Yeah? You get what? If you understand, if you have any kind of care about your own self, better about the people and them, but I call them else real good. Feel, understand? All they can escape forever. Even in bunker, don't get what she do not get time. All they see all this place turn. All they see when they take many financial systems, all of that. Look at that man who's influenced and men who better they know about, hey, this government here, I ain't not giving them no chance for it because I know, hey, the real pain going shit. They know it's just a matter of time. But here's what's going on. Here's the real solution to this place. The ISUPK and the Commander General and the Lord Stronghold, the Lord is sheep and the Lord Bash. You understand? The men who is really actually go and walk and vanguard the Most High. And as much brothers and understand to come and do that is the faster this place gets. You don't feel again, not that long, that's a long thing and waste time there. We don't have time for that. You know this? Feel man and thing and feel that boy, they do have some haste behind this. You know, boy, you better put some in place to make the structure to make it happen. However, fine, understand the best position to train, however, training, learning, they get. Well, somebody learn, they don't get a different name. You learn security, you learn health, and as well, you learn something because we know all these things need to come together to help the communities. You know, it's whatever it is, whatever little. I don't care whatever little, understand that I could do, a man has to do the same thing and contribute that same little thing. So we all, understand, coming together and getting it and coming out of this madness. Third is on this course to utter destruction. That's why them Messiah, the high time everything could be Messiah. I don't know how dry the place could be to where it's so uninhabitable that you are just push Putin or Trump or one of them and them to go and push out. That's it. So the faster way to do it is for the so-called black Hispanic and Native Indian man to get their communities in here. So which means they have to learn how to do that. Right? So why tell your husband, tell your brother, tell your father, tell your uncle? Understand that men understand how to focus and what to put the energy into. We're not going nowhere, that way don't see us going away by no and complaining from another Red House. No. We try to formulate our own government structures and all. We have that. We can do and take care with each other. We have food programs, that is what the case done. Here we didn't need all these we call it geographical things and all of that. We have them things, we have brothers here with real scholarly knowledge. And all of that is addition and we taking it. But understand something, not taking a whole lot to accomplish a whole lot. Yeah? So all this garbage you feel that you need to have 10 masters to make one move in your community is an absolute lie. You understand? So, here, brother. This is standing on your hand here, and your cousin and your grandmother, you probably go follow up. Because that could be what we just do. But them don't know, hey, who does the follow again? They know, well, boy, when I go up, first, I try to go by Sari and them, and by Sunni and whoever it is, I get links. They take my money, they take from me, they want to touch me. It's all kind of different things because no, I have no protection. Because that is how them is operate. They just operate loose and vulgar and immoral. But now when the men who write follow now, you say, well, boy, this look like this make more sense. And that's what you have to see. That is the machine to get to see, boy, this is sense. Do this. Right? Maybe anybody I'm going to do there a little bit, right? This is where interracial solidarity gets us. That is why I would say with my own mouth, Christian, you're off with that. That does not work for us. It has not been working. That is her problem right here. When she say, well, I don't feel whatever the case is, she's not a view or whatever the case is, and she say, well, with regards to what is demand for your opinion, whatever the case now, she can have your opinion, but I have your opinion, but I side with what the brother say, which is right. The UNC, by the actions and by the words, have shown, have proven that they do not like black people. You understand? And there's things that have been said behind closed doors, nothing for Creole, things like these. I kind of words, right? Not some that thing they talk about all that on the media. Don't feel it's just so. They just talk that all over the media. So what we're looking for, whenever they have done anything different, and make you feel like because somebody get a trinket, now you buy into the lie that everybody is going to get something, but it's going to lead to. Let me ask you something. Let me ask a common sense question. Between a Eastern community and a black community, if a survival take place, just a survival, right? And somebody has to get food, you feel the Eastern is going to say, well, negotiate that, or is going to make sure that them survive. Are we talking the truth now? A lot of women just feel that I will get the Eastern answer because I know that they have enough power and all that. So anything happens, I will get through. You don't know for others kick you out, and plus, you know what they do? If that man decides to play man and pull you in, the others and them is going to kick your backside out and down. They don't want you coming. You know what that look like? They have to go have more coming. You look like a locust, you know, like a locust infection coming in. And they because that's what they will do. That's what devils do. They just go in and infiltrate and they come and dig out everything. That's what devils do. So when they see you doing that, they know that that is what they expect because that is what them suffering. And they thought they're not watching you as you part of the thing and you're so nice and so sweet and so cute. And what's the nicest thing that they have for this back? They're watching you as my problem. The nice thing that I'm going here. What you think you got through? No damn. And when the Lord never wanted us marry the other race. There's no such thing as interracial or wait for it as racial solidarity. God said no. You know why? When the Tower of Babel come and everybody tried to come together under one thing to go against God and do their own thing, God destroy them, destroy. From the get-go, from the jump, like, you know, hey, don't even try this. You don't feel like you have any type of common sense. That is not to do that, but I is destroy. Because when you do it and treat planting and all that, never ask for the follow-up. I never asked for them to give me some guidelines on how to structure this and how to make the lions and how to make the tigers and the bear and the sky and the I never asked for them. I never asked for them last. So what I'm trying to do here, that is not to do. That is not that whole. I have to know you're yourself and weak and misguided and whatever, lost for leaders and just feel like them things go work, but God showed them from the beginning of time does not work. So black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man understand what's going on here. That's why we'll jump to this here. This brother here, we're going to read this brother's story. So that is why we can stand up and say that I'm the need more brothers, like the brother here and the brother who stand up here. You follow to stand up for the right thing because we understand the bigger picture, everything. We're not just feeling, we're not feeling. You are accustomed to that. You grew up under that one. That is what you are passing, and everything is said. When you go to church, you don't learn. You're teaching, we teaching. It's not school. It's like school of universal practical knowledge. You can go anywhere and use it to navigate life. You cannot do that, but based on what you are taught. That's why your community is in that. The mission is for more of us to do this so we can do much more for us. That is the way forward. Right? Let me get the second half of this here. chapter 2, verse 6. Yeah, again, Second Maccabees chapter 2, and Second Maccabees chapter 1 second. Right, Second Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 18. 18 to 21, right? Yeah, go to.
This is the book of Second Maccabees, chapter 6, 18. And that one of the principal stripes, an aged man, and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh.
Right, for those who may be young, or maybe was living in a rock somewhere, or maybe a different language, we don't understand swine is. Swine is pig, pork, ham, bacon, or regular bacon. They have turkey bacon, they have beef bacon, or right? Pork, all of that is pork, all of that is not to eat. Certain sausages make with that, some of them casing and all is made out of pork, that is not to eat. Now, a list of things in Leviticus 11, and is not to eat. I think Deuteronomy 62, somewhere. If I list of things that not to eat. So whatever you list in Deuteronomy, they call it Leviticus 11, you might find it in Deuteronomy 16. Those are the things that is not to eat, and there are things inside of there was to eat. The man, the ageable man, 90 something years, they will see what the Bible says. 8, 4 and 10. This is what the Lord said. They try to make this man eat swine flesh and they whip him for it. He stood up against that, and he do the right thing. This is white people ruling over black people at the time, and did not care that this was an aged man and tried to get them to cause us to make the place the way it is to be. That's why he stand against it. You understand? So he did not know. That time he knew about if I eat any stuff, I eat up a swine, it will have an accident. You know this. You know that case all over the place. So now you understand, I know that these people in them is absolutely insane and out of their mind. No moral compass, no standards, no what's that feelings thing. And not by what things, not by practical things. You don't operate. So you know, I fall into the ship. You're not getting into this. And how many people doing shipness? You don't know the ship, right?
Verse 19. But he, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth and came of his own accord to the torrent.
Right, so when they try to put him out, he spit it out. You know? The man make sure they didn't touch him out. That can he back it out or whatever he is, or blow it out or whatever he is, right? Because you will see all the men trying to think, I don't know if it's heathen, I don't know if the context is heathen talking and trying to get him to do it, or it's other men, like other sellout leaders trying to get him to do it. But regardless of if it was sellout leaders or other heathens or whatever the case is, we're not doing that. And the man let you know that this is the standard we just keep. I'm 90 years old and they're not getting me to violate God. I understand I'm not doing that because this is a bigger picture. You understand? We don't have a picture.
Verse 20. As it behooved them to come, resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for love of life to be tasted. Verse 21. But they had the charge of that wicked feast for the whole acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision.
Right, so the pause right here, right? So they know the man now, they know they might be dealing with them, might be having business, they used to business together or something, you might be working government together. Like today, that East Indian, that Chinese, that whoever, working in the government, whoever, and functioning, you know what I mean? That was a normal thing even back then. You have men functioning, all of that, wicked rulers, whoever. We operate in high places, low places, middle places, all of that. Right? The thing is, the place can run a certain way, but with black people ruling, because in Solomon time, Solomon did business with Africans and other races and all that. And it had no corruption, 40 years of peace. And nobody was cheating one another. And they had quality goods. And things established real nice business relationships and all that. But everybody know hold the corner and do not violate what God says. Problem is, what all the rule is that all kind of shipping is going on. We don't have the ship.
For the whole acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, he sought him to bring flesh of his own provision, such as was lawful for him to use, and made as if he did eat of the flesh taken of the sacrifice commanded by the king.
So the man now, they're trying to ease them up now. So they're trying to say, boy, you want to see all that, you want to see the king? And that's how we can this thing happen to you and all. The so-called king, like today, the mother will say, well, boy, I don't want to see the police them arrest you and they do you and the advantage and all that in slavery time. There's something called breaking the buck. They used to bring the strong slaves that would go against the madness and wickedness on the plantation, and they would go and molest them in front and what you call them, and abuse them in front of the whole family. To let the place know, hey, if all even uprise against you, the same thing is going to happen to all them. Right? But the brothers and them, they know at that time and today, and we know that we understand where that punishment we are to take, we will get vengeance in time, but we're not making the place get weak and fall to all this wickedness. So you don't bring no beef and it's looking like pork, and I'm eating the beef, but make people feel that I eat the pork now. You understand? So that I try to get a lighter sentence for our gas state, our come out much free and they go to medicine. You know what I mean? I get the punishment or I get brutalized or whatever. No, he say, by I'm not going to do this because my people is going to believe that we can eat pork, that we could sin, that we can do this, and the place is going to turn into utter chaos and utter madness. So I'm not doing it. You understand? We don't know about that.
That in so doing, he might be delivered from death, and for the whole friendship with them find favor.
Right? So they know, they say, well, boy, we go speak up with them. We go get, you know what I mean? So if they do this, we could be all right. He say, but you want to part of that? I don't understand that, hey, like corruption. Well, they cannot get me to do this weakness and this wickedness. He didn't understand the whole scheme and whole things. He wasn't operating on how he feel and if he might get licks and if he might get punished and if they might kill me. By nobody, hey, I'm not doing this because I understand that we need to be in charge. Not this king that doing shit with it, dying not to eat. We don't know about
that. But he began to consider discreetly, and as became his age and the excellency of his ancient years and the honor of his gray hair, when was taught, and his most honest education from a child, or rather, the holy law made and given by the Most High. Therefore, answered accordingly and willed them straightways to send him to the priest.
Understand by some of that by I will die honorably. Understand? I'm not going to this, and the hell with all it, and I don't want all the pity, I don't want all the mercy. Send me to that. That means free all it. How it is. You don't remember the that's right.
For it becometh not our age, he said, in many wise to dissemble, where many young persons might think that Elazar, in 4 years old and 10, will now born a strange religion.
See what we consider? He about to leave the earth, he's 90 years old, he not studying himself. You know he studying? But you see them even coming up there by them know, hey, after this sit, I don't care how old they get, meaning that they have no excuse.
Right.
He ensured that hey, they stand strong as well. This is encouraging. This is what we do. It doesn't matter what state we in. We sick, we old, we poor. It does not matter. That is why it's so important for men to stand up the way they're supposed to and stand and hold fast to what the Lord said. So that sisters, understand, know it by being willing to this standard, and it's not going to be no war day. When you understand, as my Virginia say, you know, we different men, my same Virginia, you see that a lot. When the men there, do this and put up this kind of fence and put up this kind of standard, this is why, you understand, the place will get influenced the right way, and punishments in the right direction will come. But as long as that's not happening, all this chaos is going to happen and people just feel that there's something to do. The Indians don't even understand how dread they destroy their own self. Because remember, they just by feelings. They don't have a moral compass and a standard to hold fast to. It wasn't given that. When their forefathers and them, they had a choice. They choose to do all kind of madness and unalive and do this and try to play right with God. So God said, nobody is going, Jacob, is you want to stand with me. Job stand with me. Abraham stand with me. Isaac, them plus I know, them is my friends. Christ, David, men after my own heart, after my own thinking, after my direction. Them is the men I going to give charge over the planet because I know they will hold fasting. I'm right, so I'll go through my brother.
Verse 25. So, through my hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a moment longer should be deceived by me, and I get a stay to my old age and make it abominable.
You the man to consider by after this so long, man. It will be an abomination if after all this time, them fellas see me do this by, and now them knows that I fall. I think we end up to this kind of stage where I feel if all we thinking that women now they looking sexy. You know with your new brain, your brain now come out your mother. Your brain come out, you understand? You know set up for me your brain and think you're boy, there's some people that live. Nobody. It's over time, men sell out and drop this standard here that have the place in this way. So when we talk about going against the practices of carnival, which is the Feast of Bacchus, the same chapter talk about it in the earlier verses. Read it again, 2 Maccabees, in the Apocrypha chapter 6. They talk about the Feast of Bacchus, that is the god Bacchanal, the god Bacchus, Bacchanal, carnival, Bacchanal, they just say they know the origins. I don't feel these artists don't even know what it is they portray and they add into,
Right.
and what they involve in. They, you know, some drop the guard, and now we falling after things that we think we can survive on. And how we understand that's why I have 6 and 9 and Bloods and Crips and all that doing us a pack of ass. And people trying all the different drugs and Molly and all this. I wake come from and now looking like fun destruction, coming like fun. When men lie down the road, the same, you thinking about Molly, you know, pass someone lie down the road out of mind, G. Sometimes that man lie down the side of the road, that is not even because of drugs. It's some other added pressure. The higher way. And you understand thinking, boy, I you charge money and I okay. like that can't be you the next 5 seconds. That is absolute chaos, that absolute madness. That's what you have to see. A weed. You think it's smoking marijuana, you know, there's something to do by, and that's not as bad. A man singing that song, imagine a man singing just the other day, like Buju them time then. I just smoke marijuana, I just smoke coke. It's the same thing, boy. You didn't understand what's going on with you. That thing they used to do long time. Right? They still do it now. They're washing the marijuana with cocaine water. And what you call this thing, embalming fluid and all that to get you more addicted to the marijuana. So it is a drug, it is a cocaine. You didn't understand how drug that is. You didn't understand the war you in. I'm talking about a herb, like now you use herbs. Nobody does take marijuana and add it to the pot to season. Nobody does that. You don't know herbs. You're out your mind. And I know so bad, I just babe. Yo, man, this done really crazy, man, G. Crazy, this done. People understand how detrimental the war is, understand the way it is. That's why we exist. That's what we're talking in. That's proof there's a God who loves black people. Hispanic people, Native Indian people, who is just Native Indian niggas, Hispanic niggas, and Caribbean and American and European niggas. Come on, G. Come on. As it says, high time to wake out of sleep, G. This is like a big spell, and like it floating through the air because we're not seeing it for what it is. Or we pretending that we can somehow navigate and come out of this on our own, without God, without something, without a manual by and have a way. We don't know what
Maccabees, 2 Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 26. Although for a present time I should be delivered from the punishment of men. Yet should I not escape the hand of the Almighty, neither alive nor dead.
Yeah, we didn't know, because the next thing they tried to say is just Euro garbage. You don't understand how dread God made sure he put things in place so that now a man and a woman is never going to violate him. If you're the pastor, then there was no sellout, there was no stinking, spineless bastard. Right? He would have no boy, hey, I cannot have the people in them sitting because they will come back on the earth and God will catch them by. Because when you're in the ground, nothing can happen. But what trust and believe, when you come back on the earth again, like a baby that's born, you find with now, the child will make you grandfather. But by something called reincarnation, you don't come back as no animal. God is being sure. Whatever you do, you understand, in your past life, you just come back and you will either face the repercussion or the reward. That is how joint God is, so you know by the demand, no, hey, I not playing by this, I need to go and get you scotch free. And the oppressor just notice and he just pretend like that's not the case. He don't have a judgment of face, and he will never, and that's why he just try to prolong it. If he did not believe really and truly hard, he would not try to push all this wickedness on him. We are just let we go and do what we do it, serve God. Same thing with Pharaoh. He that just believe, they're going, I will do what I will on the side, I will give it for life, and they, the Hebrews and them, the understand will continue just get up as I be an I boss. I will do whatever I want. But that is not the case, they don't believe it. That's why then abortion clinics and all these churches and all these liquor stores and all these forms of oppression in your communities are geared towards oppressing you. Because they know if you get your leg, they will feel the punishment, they will feel the wrath and know exactly what is supposed to get. They know this. To understand something, it's just we don't understand that we delay their punishment and our reward and our freedom. And for the whole world to run, what's supposed to run. If there's something else, show us, because we know of a fact that this is something that played over time and time and time and time over years. Thousands of years, proven. Where's your own? Where is your alternative system, your alternative lifestyle solution? Where is it? Where is it? Where? It is let's go. You're lady, where is your lady over? Hello. We're alone. Where is it? You see the existence, G. Bring forth your strong reasons, bring forth your arguments, they put it to the test. Come on, better than that. Right, we don't know about the shot. I think we're close about 27. Oh no, 28. They go on to 29.
27. Wherefore now, manfully charging this life, I will show myself such an one as my age requires. 28. And leave a notable example to such as be young to die willingly and courageously for honorable and holy laws. And when he had said these words, immediately he went to the tomb.
You mean a 90-year-old man, G? 90-year-old man is the willingly then went straight to the torment. You know, hey, I can leave an example, this is what to do. Although don't feel understand that thing, and don't feel that life, that this life is everything. And you know, being pain and escaping pain is everything. And having understand all the resources, all that is everything. No. If we do not have the power to control it, it is of no use to us in the long run. That's what it is. So he understands this. I'm going to give an example because I know why. We need to hold the structure to be able to know how people want to run things. We can understand really actually position things how it's supposed to go. So now, this little small thing here, I might suffer for maybe some hours, but it never could compare to the glory, understand, and the control and the real, understand, having the place properly the way it's supposed to, never compare. Understand? Big respect to the man here, big respect to the officer there, and to the politician there. Especially big respect to you one. But in that balance, like, all I feel it this way, what you feel it have else to move by? But they want to wait to join the band together and let me play. What waiting on? What ends? Come on. Nigeria road, or they close. But let me know we warm now, man. Let me get hot. Let me ready, guys. We do, let me work on the things that make sense. You follow? Whoever want to try this can try that. We don't give a, we don't care. We don't give a F. You understand? It's going to focus on what you know it's going to break this place the way it needs to be. Bring all communities the way it needs to be. That's what it is. Nobody is going to convince you otherwise. It's like the brother, the woman. Understand? Hate it or love it. Yours is going to be on top. that class is what a piece of some kind of. So we only listen to water, which means to thank you for viewing again. You know, so let's stay tuned. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, ISUPK, whatever it is. But usually class time is 7 to 9 p.m. And our weekdays, and then Saturday, you follow, is the Sabbath service from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. We have a radio show on Street 919 FM Trinidad, that radio shows all over the place. When like Captain Desire, absolute battle axe. When like you understand Commander General, absolute battle axe, absolute battle axe. Season as that Jeremiah must be better than real up and coming, real strong monsters. And put men that will put you on the program and put your leadership in the right drive is here. So the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. Don't play with it. We get Bagusha and Swapwa. Check out the back. Just see the last one. Unless you see it. Right? Yeah, them boy. Unless in the back, check in the back. So the all. I think I see that it. No problem. Food drive there now. Yes, only. They find your fit. Find your fit. You know, put your wheels in the big gear. It's a well-oiled machine. That, you know what I mean? So you look forward to seeing more better than success. You know what I mean? On the right road. Let me get free.
These are the security announcements. We are in ISUPK out of 1 West, 125th Street, out New York, under Commanding General. New rules, your brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, you can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18 and verse 21, Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 to 10, means 10 in the Hebrew and is pronounced for Aisha. 10% of any increase the Most High gives you, give to your treasury department or teacher. His fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give, upcoming holy convocation, which is next one. So the memorial going on trumpets. Tuesday on the 2nd month, Friday, September the 11th. Right, you can find this in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verses 24 to 25. All right, remind Archeum and Aquatium to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, there is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, like shirts, like pants, like headband, or scarf. That you see, I'm Mariam. With the rise and peace in peace, and we're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabashamaya, Kodash, Shaya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malaka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Aya, Aisha, Maharatasa, Kaha, Hayan, Salakia, Kawa, Haya, Wasamayo, Tanalawa, Lakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalatna, Kabawatna, Salatna, Kabawatna, Wa'a, Tabaina, Sai one, Abba, Awashina, Mayan, Rai, Haya, Laka, Malakwa, Baal, Takora, Maloni, Aman.
Right? In the English, what we just said was our Father.
Our Father,
Which has never. Will be the
how me, how
kingdom come.
kingdom come,
Will be done.
be done.
Did
It is.
As it is never.
As is in heaven.
What's the state?
What's the state?
Our daily bread.
We pray.
Forgive us the net.
Give us our debts.
We forgive our debts.
We forgive our debtors.
It is not.
It is not
It's a temptation.
temptation.
When you live us from
We
evil.
deliver us from evil.
Thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom,
And the power.
and the power,
And glory.
glory,
Forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. Right, sir. All right, we're going to give the teacher one courtesy salute. Amadiam Shabbat, Amadiam, Barak, Hawaba Hashem El Sharakata. Right, we're going to also, Yatmata, we're going to give the sisters our courtesy salute. Amadiam Shabbat, Amadiam, Barak, Hawaba Hashem El Sharakata. Class dismissed.
I don't know. Right. Oh, one other thing before we forget. Number to the school for ISUPK Trinidad is 479-8286. Now, if you're outside the Trinidad region or not close to wherever, you go to ISUPK.com, looking for schools. And that schools, just find the nearest school there that have a number for each man there. Right? If you go to them, just find the social media page, close page there, and message the page and ask to talk to the man over in the city. You just have to talk to police and somebody will get back to you. Right? Sure. Technology. Yes.